Chapter 469, Animals of the Future Finale. 200 million years hence, the Northern Forest. We were in the middle of a huge forest, and it was a huge forest loaded with gigantic trees that were really tall and covered with moss, and it was really wet, humid, and moist. Lori, wow. This is literally the most amazing rainforest I've ever seen. Me, this is more like a temperate rainforest, Lori. This is also where the city of London, England used to be. Lainey, this whole forest was once London? Lincoln, Luna would not like this forest. Lana, no she wouldn't. Lola, it's really wet and humid here. But how high up are the trees? Me, they are as tall as the giant redwood trees in California, and the average rainfall here is over 400 inches per year. Lori, that is literally a lot of rain. Lincoln, it sure is. Nico, how did the trees get so tall like this? Me, after the mass extinction, the entire planet was rich in carbon dioxide, and the plants take that carbon dioxide and convert it into oxygen. In 200 million years this forest will become a big one, and we have not seen forests like this since the Triassic period over 237 million years ago in our time. Eddie, this is amazing. Lisa, indeed. It's amazing at how a forest of this magnitude can thrive after such a cataclysmic event. May, it sure is. Lana, what kind of trees are these? Me, these trees are actually lichen trees. These are trees that are descended from moss and small grasses that grow on trees. Lola, this is amazing. Lisa, very fascinating specimens. Nico, it sure is. We then saw lots of bird-sized creatures fly by us. Me, those creatures there are called forest flesh. Lori, there are different types of flesh too? Me, that's right Lori. All creatures have to be diversified like I said. But these flesh are different. They look like butterflies at first glance. Lincoln, they sure do. Lucy, it's not my thing, but this is really fascinating. Me, their wings here can flap at 30 times per second, and it makes them move around like a hummingbird. Lana, that's really amazing. Lisa, they are really fascinating specimens. Me, they sure are. And they hang upside down like bats do in our time. But not even they are safe from the food chain. Let me show you. We walk around and saw an orange nasty slime creature, and it draped itself down and caught a forest flesh in it. Lola, ew. Gross. What is that? Me, this creature is called the slithersucker, and it's a shape-shifting slime mold. Nico, this thing is a slime mold? Weird. Lori, that is literally disgusting. Lisa, fascinating specimen. Me, it may seem disgusting, but slime molds are one of nature's, unpleasantly gross creatures. They are a collection of single-cell organisms that work together. Slime molds are often mistaken for fungi, and they are very weird and gross. They come in many kinds of species, and it's strange a thing. Lana, cool. Lucy, what does it do to the forest flesh? Me, it crawls out and drapes itself down, and like a spider web it catches it and secretes a digestive juice that dissolves it. Lisa, that is a magnificent specimen. Me, it is. Suddenly we heard what sounded like growling, and out of the forest we saw a huge squid that was about 15 feet tall, and it was walking on 8 legs. Lori, wow. Look at the size of that squid. Me, that is a giant called the mega squid. Lainey, that thing is huge. Lisa, what a magnificent specimen. Me, it sure is. It's the giant of the forest. It's all muscle. Lana, how does it move around? Me, well, because it's all muscle and it has 8 legs, it has to move 2 of them at a time on each side. It supports its huge girth with a network of circular and vertical muscles in its legs. Lori, how many pounds do they weigh? Me, they weigh 16,000 pounds. Lana, that is really heavy. Lola, it sure is. Lainey, walking around with 8 legs like that must be a big problem. Me, it is. They are omnivorous and they eat plants and meat. Lori, that's interesting. Lincoln, that is amazing though. We heard the mega squid make that growl sound through a vocal sac on its head. Nico, what is that low growl it makes? Me, that's how it communicates. It talks through that vocal sac on its head. Like frogs, they communicate through a vocal sac. That's how they make that croaking sound. A mega squid can make sort of a low growl. Lori, that is literally amazing. We heard a hooting sound in the trees and saw squids moving in the treetops like gymnasts. Lori, are those squids too? Me, yes they are. But those are squids that took the place of monkeys. Those are called squid bones. Squid bones are very acrobatic and above all extremely smart and intelligent. Lana, that is so cool. Lola, I didn't know that they were that smart. Lisa, indeed. They are amazing specimens. Me, yes. They are really smart creatures and move in a similar fashion to the gibbons in our time. Gibbons have long arms that they use to swing through the trees. Lucy, that's amazing. This is all stuff I'm not familiar with, but it's all amazing. Lainey, it sure is. After we came out of the simulator we rested on the couch. And we were exhausted. Me, who? What an adventure. Lincoln, you said it JD. I'm exhausted. Lori, me too. But this was literally an awesome learning experience for all of us. Lainey, it sure was. We learned so much about the future even though it was all hypothetical. Lisa, indeed elder sister. This was all truly a magnificent educational experience we can share with all our friends. Aline, indeed. This was all an adventure worth remembering. Me, it sure was. After we rested we wrote school reports on what we learned in the future and we got an end on all of them. The end. Another fanfiction saga complete. The Future is Wild has always been one of my favorite shows since I was in high school. It was an amazing hypothetical view into the future and a magnificent theory of what might happen millions of years from now. I loved all the animals in those times and they were amazing and breathtaking. It took a lot of research and construction from biomechanics to give us examples on what might happen. I did all kinds of school reports for it and it was awesome. But no one knows what the future has in store for us. We can't even predict the weather. I saw the show on Animal Planet and it was a breathtaking marvel. But let me know what you all think. See you all next time. The Future is Wild belongs to Animal Planet, the Discovery Channel, and BBC.